Hi, welcome to Kindred Spirit Readings. Let's begin. Sagittarius, you have somebody here around you. A couple of things are sort of showing up here, and it's a lot to take in. You have somebody here around you, Earth energy, who may be in a bit of a pickle. In other words, that maybe they're in trouble. Maybe they say how they express how they feel. They voice their opinion. It's gotten them into some sort of a, I don't want to say trouble. It could be that they're in a bit of a mess, and you might step in and try to give everything to that person, so that they're able to live their lives free from any stress, any problems that may arise. You're doing your best. You give advice. You're there to support them, but you can only do so much. That's at least that's what I'm seeing. You are blessed by many incredible things this week. I feel that for you, Sagittarius, there's nothing that you're leaving behind. If in fact you need to speak up and say how you feel, talk about, voice your opinion, let's say you talk about, bring up any issues at work, for example. You're the first person to step in and do just that. You're not holding back. I don't know if I mentioned this, but it's you saying the quiet part out loud. Others may be afraid to voice their opinion. Others may be too afraid to say how they feel, and they it's like walking on eggshells. Really, that's not coming from you. You're prepared. As well as you having the need for absolute freedom this week. I can say whatever I want, I can do whatever I want, and if it needs to be said, I'll be sure to say it. It's you are positive, you're adventurous, that there's a lot going on in your life at the moment. You are quite careful. You are being rather curious. You're curious and careful. There's a bit of a mixed bag here for you. At the same time, enthusiastic. Don't allow it to get to a point where you have absolutely no boundaries, because it's sort of, there are certain situations that may have the potential to spiral out of control. You don't want it to get to that. Do things with ease, think about things, obviously just general advice, but I feel that there is something sort of brewing here, and it is just, the universe is trying to steer you in the right direction. If in fact you do not need to be involved with a group of people, let's say, because they have a bit of a sketchy past, and you've been there and you've done that, you know these people to a T, you sort of know where the cutoff point is, I wanted to say. But other than that, you are fierce. You are fierce, and you go at things full speed ahead. With all that curiosity, practice doing things with caution. Thank you, Sagittarius.